Don't lose passion for life, and don't let unhappiness rob you of joy. Instead, let's stop gloominess in its tracks and start with where it all starts, right in the gut. Have you lost the zeal and zest for hobbies in life? Do you find yourself wondering when you're going to have more energy, more enthusiasm? And let me ask you this. Have you stopped dreaming? Are you the type of person that waits for the end of the day only so that you can go home and be alone? If the answer is yes, I have 7 tips and 7 strategies that you can do to help fix your gut. You see, 95% of the serotonin in your body starts in your gut. As we've talked about in the past, happy chemical, that neurochemical that you get in your brain. And you want adequate amounts of serotonin to really feel this life experience, to really live in the moment, to really be present with the people that you love and care about. So how do we get more serotonin? I'm gonna give you 7 ways to do that right here, right now. But first, I wanna talk to you about one of the biggest things that can damage your gut to really rob you of your enthusiasm and your joy and decrease your mood throughout the day. I want to share a personal story with you. It's something that I've dealt with in a very young age, from the age of probably 4 or 5 years old, all the way until I was started Fit Life, essentially. And that is living in Michigan, eating processed foods, artificial sweeteners, a lot of stuff that was really bad for my diet, and it damaged my gut. You see, it was feeding the bad bacteria. For me, feeling great wasn't an option. Twice a year I had this chronic sinus infection, and at the time, the thing that the doctor would do is give me antibiotics. Antibiotics actually destroy the good and the bad bacteria. They feed the bad bacteria. It creates an environment that is unsettling for health. I really couldn't be focused with the people that I loved. I couldn't be present. And it wasn't until I started changing my diet and putting things in my body that started to change that micro-gut biome and adjusted the way that my body responded. I got rid of the allergens in my body. I started feeding the good bacteria. You've seen me talk about kefir and turmeric in the past and how we make these concoctions that actually feed the good probiotics, the prebiotics that are in there. I believe that this week's Saturday strategy could be the Saturday strategy that if you've been depressed, if you've been sad, if you've wondered why your mood is erratic, if you're sitting in traffic and all of a sudden you get upset for no reason, you're impatient, you're honking your horn, you're getting upset with the loved ones, your kids are out playing in the yard, something happens, and you get upset at one of your kids and it's a little irrational. Your wife gets mad at you, or your husband's like, honey, what's going on? Why is your mood imbalanced? These are all the things that are symptoms of something that's happening deep inside of you that most people are simply unaware of. You see, 50% of America suffers from untreated depression, and what's alarming is twice that are women. The percentage goes up when you're a woman for some reason. Antidepressant use has jumped 400% from 1998 to 2008, just a short decade, and that was quoted in Time magazine. That's huge. It's the most common prescribed medicine on the planet today. There's just a bunch of sad people walking around. All right, so what's crazy is every 20 minutes your microbiome is changing. That means it's so imperative to focus on what you eat. Not only you are what you eat, but you are what you absorb. And what that means basically is that you are what your bacteria eats inside of you. You actually have more bacteria in your body than you have blood cells, which is unbelievable. You're not really a human being. You're actually a human wearing a suit, and the bacteria is inside of you. You're actually a bacteria being, right? All right, so the biggest tip, and you already know this, chances are you're doing it, is cleaning up your diet, or at least making progress to do so. Getting rid of the artificial sweeteners, getting rid of the sugar, the dairy, the wheat, and incorporating living foods. Hopefully you're juicing. Juicing is number 2. I juice every single day, at least 32 ounces of fresh green juice, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of lemon, and lots of dandelion greens. I love that stuff. Number 3 is, can you guess it? Exercise. That's right. It's one of the only things in the world that increases neurogenesis. Neurogenesis is those new brain cells. Exercise every single day. Doesn't matter what it is. 10, 20 minutes. Even if you're getting up and sitting down on your couch for 10 minutes in a row, you're getting a workout in. And number 4 is get outside of your head and start meditating. That's the best way to do that. If it's 5 minutes at first, just sitting quietly, maybe for the first week you can't get outside your mind, but eventually you're going to tap into this unified field of love. You're gonna start developing more compassion for yourself. You're gonna start looking at yourself differently. You're gonna start observing other people with more awareness and more compassion eventually. And that's powerful. Number 5 is practice gratitude every single day. We all know that gratitude changes the cellular structure of your DNA, and just getting grateful can actually alter water when you do it, as opposed to getting upset with it. There's so many studies based on this, and it's so important to spend at least 10 minutes every single day writing down everything that you're grateful for. It'll change everything in your life within a week if you commit to just doing that one thing. Number 6 is doing something for somebody else. You see, it's so easy to be depressed and get caught up in your own mind. Woe is me, the sky is falling. I can't make my car payment this month. My rent is way too expensive. I got taxes coming in. The kids are so expensive. I gotta pay for their tuition in college. Whatever it is, you're thinking about you. You're thinking about what you have to do. And that's a very dangerous place to be, my friend. You see, when you start to get outside of you and you start living from this authentic place of how can I improve other people's lives, the less time you spend up here, the less chatter you have in your own mind, and the more effective that you can be in the universe. And number 7, this is one of the simplest things that you can do, is to take a daily probiotic every single day. You see, pro coming from for life, biotic is bacteria. It's living bacteria that you're essentially putting in your gut. It's changing the infant structure. It's giving those good guys the allies that they need to combat that bad bacteria, and that bad bacteria is responsible for putting your serotonin in a headlock and choking it out, not allowing it to go up to your brain to experience this flood of love, this flood of positivity, this flood of life giving, looking at the world a different way than you've ever looked at it before, and really feeling what it's like to be human. And that's why I love taking one probiotic every single day. And I have some exciting news for you, my friend. We've been working on a certain probiotic over the past 2 years. You see, we've taken 10 of the best strains on the planet that feed those good guys, that give you the gut bacteria. I mean, if you've been watching Fit Life TV, 3 years ago, we shot a video on probiotics. If you saw that video, then you're educated. You're the person that I'm talking to. You're probably taking a probiotic right now. And you're the type of person that knows by taking it, it radically transforms your gut. You see, you are not what you eat. You are what you absorb and what your bacteria are able to absorb. You know I love green juicing, because when you juice, 15 minutes, it goes in your esophagus, your enzymes, your amylase, the digestive, it starts to break it down, goes through your stomach, large, small intestine, through your liver, into your mitochondria cells in about 15 minutes, which is a very powerful thing. You can't just juice, right? You gotta eat real food. But when you're eating real food, the problem is most people aren't developing the enzymes anymore that they need to break the food down. They don't have the bacteria necessary to really assimilate and absorb the nutrients from the food. So what happens? The average American eats 4,000 calories a day. 4,000 calories. Why do they do that? Well, they're not starving, they're eating more than they ever have, but they're not getting the nutrients. They're not getting the micronutrients. They're not getting the enzymes, the aminos, the things that you need. And this juice recipe that I'm going to show you in a second is loaded with those enzymes. It's loaded with those nutrients that can radically alter the face of your reality. But taking a probiotic was number 7. And soon we will be releasing our own probiotic that we've been working diligently on. If you've been following me on Facebook, maybe you've seen pictures of it, and I'm excited to share it with you. I know when I start taking it, everything starts to change in my life. All right, so sunshine in a cup juice recipe. It's real simple. You just need about 4 pieces of kale. Now you know there's 7 types of kale, so it really doesn't matter what type of kale in this. I like the flavor of the red kale that we use in this recipe today. It's actually loaded with magnesium, which is so essential for serotonin production and about 400 other biochemical transactions. We have red pepper. It's gonna add a little bit of sweetness to this as well. I love the sweetness of red pepper. Instead of using like an apple or something that has a lot of sugar in it, red pepper actually has a lot of benefits as well. One of them being vitamin B6, which is vital for serotonin production as well. Ginger, it almost has like a vasodilation effect, and it helps thin the blood, helps with cognitive function. I put tons of ginger in all my juices. People think I'm crazy when they try these things, but I absolutely love it. Lemon, one of the most alkalizing foods on the planet. Good to alkaline your gut, and the flavor is really gonna add an enhancement to it. It's gonna make the flavor a little bit stronger, a little bit more bold, and that's how we like our green juice. And then celery. Celery is going to add liquid to it, tons of minerals that are necessary for serotonin production, increasing circulation and metabolism. I love a little celery in my juice. So this is liquid sunshine in a cup juice recipe. Just a word to our sponsors, guys, Kuvings, the guys that give away a juicer every single week. Absolutely amazing. I love this juicer. I use it every single day. It's simple, it's easy to clean up. And if you're looking for a juicer, like hundreds of you are, I get emails all the time, this is a brand that you will not be disappointed with. I love Kuvings. We've been using them over the past 3 years. An absolute amazing company. I've met with the owners, the people that are part of the company, and they all have loads of integrity, and they stand behind the authenticity of the movement that they're actually creating in their business. So if you're looking for a juicer, check out Kuvings. Absolutely amazing. So let's try this out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below when you try this juice recipe. That's really good. Super sweet, very hydrating. I just got back from Medellin, Colombia, and I haven't been juicing that much, so I wish there was more. All right, so it's that time. Who won the juicer? Remember, next week, if you want to win the juicer, scroll down to the bottom of this blog post, leave a comment below about how your life has changed by implementing some of the strategies and tips that we talk about on FitLife TV. So, the juicer winner today is Stee Marie. Stee has done a phenomenal job, right? We always choose somebody who's a true fit lifer, and Stee is. Here's the reason. He quit smoking 7 years ago. He swapped out smoking for eating healthy food. He got rid of fast food. He started juicing. He started making smoothies. So he's on the right track. And because he's on the right track, I wanted to send him a juicer from FitLife TV on us so that he can continue on this journey. Because when he continues on this journey, everybody that Stee comes in contact with, they feel his presence, they feel his powerful energy, and they start to transform. So I'm Drew CANOLE, and Stee, the juicer's coming out to you. Congratulations, my friend. So awesome video this week, my friend. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, like it, love it, share it, and also stay tuned because over the next few weeks, I don't know when, we're going to be releasing our own probiotic. 10 of the best bacterial strains on the planet that are going to contribute to your inside with a unique process of really helping you absorb all that food, get all those nutrients, and boost your mood. And that's an important thing. If you're ever in San Diego, my friend, visit the FitLife TV team. Come have a green juice on us. Maybe we can share a glass of Organifi. Whatever it is, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching this video this morning, and we'll see you next week. Remember, we're in this together.